Welcome back, friends. Today we are going to make a gimlet. So a gimlet actually predates the daiquiri by oof, at least 30, 40 years. The gimlet also, like every single cocktail that I've talked about so far, has I don't want to say controversial, but it's the history, the origin of the story is in question. The most widely accepted version of the story is that a British naval doctor, Rear Admiral Gimlet, actually prescribed this as a drink for the officers, basically saying that the best way for the sailors to get their daily dose of vitamin C would be to mix lime juice with gin because they figured that it's the easiest way to mask the bitter flavor from the lime. Delicate British palates, I guess. I don't know. But either way, that's the most commonly accepted version of the story. Back then, they used to use Rose's lime juice, which is a sweetened lime cordial still in circulation today. I don't have Rose's lime juice. I was going to pick some up, but I'm not in that part of my cocktail journey yet to rely on these types of things. It can be just as easily or not replicated. We could replicate Rose's lime juice, but the cocktail can be made just as easily with lime juice and simple syrup, which is what I'm going to do today. Let's see. We talked about the cocktail. We talked about the history. We talked about Rose's lime juice. This is another one of these cocktails where we're going to be shaking up the cocktail. But yeah, let's go ahead and make the cocktail. Fun story about, I guess, British cocktails while I put together Chilling the Coupe. In addition to the officers drinking the gimlet, a lot of sailors were also drinking gimlet. Well, they weren't drinking gimlets, they were drinking grog because they didn't get a portion of gin to drink on the daily basis. They would actually get rum. And I don't know if it's that it was the Navy strength rum, it was a higher proof rum or what, but they would basically do watered down rum. I think also probably because they got a smaller serving of it. So they would do watered down rum with lime juice, and their obsession of British sailors eating limes, drinking limes, came up with the nickname Limey. So, all right, let's go ahead. We have our cocktail shaker. Adding ice to the cocktail shaker. I'm going to start off with 4 ounces of London Dry Gin. We are using Gordon's. So it's going to be 4 measures. Now it's 2. And that's 4. And now we're going to do 1.5 measure of lime juice and 1.5 measure of simple syrup. Right, and freshly squeezed lime juice. That's 1. And that's 1/2. And now my simple syrup, also freshly made because it's just sugar and water, and there's no reason to spend money on something that you can make with things you have in your pantry. So that's 1.5. So we have 1.5 measures simple syrup, 1.5 measures lime juice, 4 measures of London Dry Gin, and we're going to go ahead and shake until well chilled and combined. Actually, my glass came off. Oh, that's why, because I was shaking upside down. So. All right. That was my biggest fear. And actually, it wasn't as bad as I was as I was expecting it to be. Just made a little bit of a mess here. Either way, guys, we're going to go ahead and dump out the ice, strain in the gimlet. I'm going to garnish with a piece of lime peel. All right, decent piece. So I can get it to express. Oh, sorry guys. Let's see if we can get that to express. Don't think we did, but that's fine. All right, and this is a gimlet. Easy to drink. Not too far off from the daiquiri. It's actually very similar in taste. Obviously, it's the exact same cocktail, basically. That's not bad at all. So, fun side story. Back in the day, I used to order Gibsons everywhere I would go. And more often than not, if it was I won't say shady establishment, but a place where the bartender didn't have, it was basically pre-made cocktails, everything ready to go. If it was anything outside of the norm, that bartender would default to the Gimlet for whatever reason. And I'll tell you, what I was served was never this. I think I automatically had an aversion. I almost didn't make the Gimlet, I almost didn't include the Gimlet in my in this repertoire of cocktails that I was making, just because what I had was it was probably just gin and sour mix. And gin and sour mix is not this. So this is actually, like I said, this is an elevated cocktail. Easy to make, easy to drink, good on a hot summer's day. Yeah. Like I said, that's a lot better than any Gimlet I've had out. So, but again, it's the fresh lime juice and the simple syrup. I may pick up some lime juice, some Rose's lime juice, and just to see what the difference would be between this and that version, the original recipe. It was actually ordered that all British ships, and mind you, this was 1800s, would carry Rose's lime juice to combat scurvy. So, yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to finish this off camera like I always do. Hope you're enjoying the content. I owe you guys another daiquiri video. Unfortunately, when I went to make it today, I realized at the last minute that I didn't have all the ingredients, so I got to pick those up. We got the Hemingway daiquiri. We've got 3 sours coming up. We got daisies. We got margaritas. We got everything coming down the road. So, like I said, I'm excited about this chapter. Hope you guys are too. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and cheers. Have a good night.